I can share your masterpiece? Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to share the... Fuck. Oh, God. Just even... even looking at it is seriously disgusting. But this is a horror stream, so why not, right? Let's go ahead and get this up on stream for everybody. God. Oh. Everybody, get a load of... This is John Thayer's food. This is his wonderful jalapeno vanilla cheese disaster. It just looking at it is... I can't... I can't. I can't with you, John. I really can't. Oh, it's like you literally found a way to plate a Higurashi murder. Oh, God. No, I think we've even got to get Bucket Runner off of this, because even she does not think this is great. Even she would not think this is cute. I can see why. Oh, God. So now that we've determined John's culinary experience to be about on the same level as Keiichi, it's probably good. It's probably good to go ahead and get this thing started. So yesterday we almost burned down the house, but thankfully Satoko, Garbage Child, and Cute Child were there to save us from certain disaster. What terrible adventures await us today? It certainly cannot be worse than John Thayer's culinary expertise. Ding dong, bing bong.
さて、というわけで、いよいよお昼の時間が来たね。
Mion gleefully announced the beginning of lunch.
いよいよお昼の時間でしたよ。
Does John know what a colander is?
この中の一人が罰ゲームになるんですわよね。はあ、今日の罰ゲームはちょっと怖いからね。レナ、悪いけど思いっきり真剣に作ってきたよ。
In Rena's case, I don't think she'd lose even if she wasn't taking it seriously.
みー、僕たちもそれぞれに頑張りましたのですよ。
Are we in for a treat?
今日はさとこもリカちゃんもそれぞれに別々に作ってきた。いつもは2人一緒のお弁当だけど、今日は一緒だと勝負にならないからね。そこは大丈夫ですのよ。リカも私もちゃんとそれぞれに用意させていただきましたのよ。わあ、さとこちゃんもリカちゃんも頑張ったんだね。楽しみ楽しみ。ちょっと意外だったのはケイちゃんがちゃんとお弁当を用意できた点かな。ケイちゃんもさすが。
My strategy of putting them on sale, my strategy of putting them on sale so everybody would blow their points and then jacking the price back upwards.
やればできるみたいじゃない。
I scratched my head and gave her a dry smile. My bento today had been made entirely by Satoko last night. It had none of my personality, so there wasn't anything there they could praise me for.
ケイチ君のお弁当はどんなだろう。はう、楽しみ。
そんな大したものじゃないから期待するなよ。夕べのご飯のお惣菜の残りが詰めてあるだけだし。
Oh, that would have been terrible. There's nothing to... Rika looks at Beats war crime and says nothing to Nipa about.
夕べの圭一さんのお夕食も分かって一石二鳥ですわね。
Was it really better to hide the fact that Satoko came over and made dinner last night? Well, of course it was. If I revealed that I didn't make my own bento, I'd sure end up paying the punishment game. Beats War Crime. It's a great name. Like, I like Beats Catastrophe and Beats War Crime are probably my favorites. Today's punishment game was to stand right in front of the Curry Maniac Chase and say bad things about Curry. It wasn't too different from telling someone to jump out of a 100-story window. It was exactly the same as telling someone to die.
でもみーちゃん、今日のお弁当勝負ってどうやって勝敗をつけるのかな。圭一くんもちゃんと作ってこれたんだから、今日はこれで引き分けで決着なんじゃないのかな。
You don't get to use the word good anywhere referring to any concoction like that. Like, you don't get to use the word good at all.
それもそうですわね。昨日の罰ゲームは圭一さんに自炊を促すための葉っぱみたいなものですし。圭一もちゃんと作ってこれましたから引き分けなのですよ。
We got co-conspirators in this crime. My simple bento last night was last night's leftovers. Could never have stood up to anyone else's bento they made to win. I fully understood Satoko and Rika-chan's concern for me as they tried to end the showdown peacefully. However, the club president Mion Sonozaki would not be convinced by something like that.
何を甘っちょろいこと言ってるんだか。
Oh, John, you're terrible.
白黒つけない灰色勝負なんて絶対ごめん。ぶつかったら決着つけなきゃ。手打ちして引き分けなんて遊びでやってんじゃないんだよ。
言うと思ったぜ。
Man, the next time I make an a visual novel that's got violence in it and we do smudgy backgrounds, I'm just gonna use pictures of John's fucking Beats war crime and just like put some smudge on it and it'll already look like a fucking murder scene.
勝負好きのミオンがこのまま終わらせるわけないよな。
This was bad. At this rate, I was sure to be a sole loser. But well, I didn't make this bento after all. Maybe I need to resign myself to my inevitable loss.
ではみー、どうやって勝敗を決めますですか？相互採点じゃ公平な採点にならないからね。ここは公開審査といこうじゃない。みんな全員集合。
Mion commanded everyone who just started eating using her club president voice.
おじさんたち5人のお弁当を採点してもらうよ。ベスト3までを紙に書いて投票すること。いいかな？
Everyone in the class was used to being dragged into Mion's club activities. Yeah, came the energetic voices from here and there. Everyone already knew that the showdown this time was involved in an utterly fatal punishment game. And they were all very interested in what would happen to whoever lost. Of course, they wanted the thrill of seeing something terrifying. Of course!
では、まずは私から行くよ。それ！
In exaggerated fashion, Mion pulled the lid off her multi-tiered, ornate bento box. Multiple layers of joy erupted at the brilliant sight.
すごいですわね。おせち料理みたいでしたよ。
嘘だ。嘘に決まってる。こんなのどこかの仕出し弁当の中身を移し替えただけに違いない。こんな純日本風な料理をミオンがあの園崎ミオンが作れるわけがない。
みーちゃん、このくらいは本気になれば作れるよ。めったに本気にならないけど。
おじさんを誰だと思ってるわけ？
Just who do you think this old man is? Who the hell do you think she is?
時間と材料があるなら満館全席だって再現してみせるよ。
The entire classroom gulped audibly, and everyone wrote down a score on the notepaper in their hands simultaneously. It made sense. This visual impact would give her a perfect score.
じゃあ次はレナのお弁当行ってみようか。レナもかなり料理は得意だからね。
レナのお弁当はいつも食卓の花なのですよ。みんなありがとね。じゃあレナのお弁当も公開するね。
Rena's bento was a beautiful mix of two colors of eggs and minced meat, and it too was a bento staple, the sobaro bento. She had been thorough with the side dishes as well, and they were abundant in number. She had spent more time than the usual on it, but it was unassuming and truly nonchalant. One couldn't ignore the household warmth in it that Mion's bento lacked. Oh damn.
さすがですわね。
Rena's sounds more like the wifey material because it's like it's nice, it's grounded, it's down to earth. It's what you'd get every day if you were married, right?
これは高得点が期待できましたよ。
さすが。厳しめに見ても減点の余地は全くないね。相変わらず見事。
Once again, every one of the judges wrote a score on their notepaper at the same time. There seemed to be some who were revising their opinions when they compared it to Mion's score too. The whole classroom seemed split between Mion and Rena. Yo, Taylor, welcome! We just got started. We are judging bento now. It's fantastic. And on everyone's face it was clear that they all wanted to be tasting them rather than scoring them.
では続いて僕たちなのです。では公開するでございますわよ。
Come to think of it, Satoko and Rika-chan ate with me last night at my house. It was impressive that they still made a bento. Both their bentos were clearly lacking compared to Mion's artfulness and Rena's perfection. However, because of that, you could sense from them how hard they worked. The toppings were a little on the rough side, but you could still feel that they tried their hardest. It made you feel a little biased that you'd give them more points. A few people struck by just that one. Another stroke on stream, fantastic. A few people struck by just that once again revised their opinions and wrote in scores on their note paper.
もリカちゃんもよく今日のお弁当を用意できたもんだな。レナやミオンの出来には確かに劣るかもしれないけど、それを考えると
Satoko and Rika-chan glanced at each other and grinned happily.
実は内緒でございますのよ。こにょこにょこにょこにょ。
Eh? What? What? When Satoko told me, I broke off from the others and secretly looked for my classmates' bento boxes. There, Tomita-kun and Omikuro-kun's bento boxes. I had a quick peek inside and half of the contents were missing! Not bad! In the end, Satoko and Rika-chan hadn't made bento today. A bold move! They got Tomita-kun and Omikuro-kun to share their bentos with them.
おい、富田君、岡村君。
These two are dangerous.
何を条件に買収された？
いきなり何ですか、前原さん。私たちがいつ何を買収されたって言うんですか。
そうっすよ。別にさとこたちに水やり当番を代わってもらうくらいで弁当を半分なんか。
Curse you, Satoko! What an impudent trick! Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines, and laughed in triumph.
あら、これはケイチさんに学ばせてもらった技ですのよ。
Again, they're like referencing that curry cook-off again. That's really cute. Oh my god! Rika doing the oh ho ho laugh! Help! Help! I'm dying! Oh no! And she just tacks on the nanodesu at the end! Oh my god, you cute, adorable child. We're done. How naive, buying them out with watering duty alone. They're men. If you're going to buy them out, you need to use something a lot spicier than that. For example, like giving them 3 tickets to walk Satoko and Rika-chan around like dogs all day with them on all fours, wearing tails and... Keiichi, stop! Keiichi, stop. Just stop!
さて次はいよいよケイちゃんのお弁当だね。ケイちゃんの昨日の予告だとかなりのものが期待されるけど、実際はどうなのかな。
ケイチくんってやるときにはやる人だからね。レナ、今日はとっても楽しみにしてたんだよ。
They're all looking forward to it, but it really was just leftovers from dinner last night. I didn't even make it either. How was it supposed to stand up to Mion and Renaz and the others?
もうやけだ。見て驚くなよ。
You just gotta put your gusto behind it, Keiichi. That's all you gotta do. Sell the crowd with your words. I tore the lid off my bento box. There weren't very many cheers. Well, I guess there wouldn't be.
ケイチくんも精一杯頑張ったんだね。レナはその頑張りわかるよ。
レナ、無理に褒めなくていいぞ。
どんな具合ですの？ケイチさんにしては頑張ってる方ですの？
まあその頑張りは認めてあげたいけどね。勝負は非情だしね。
She's heartless. She's absolutely heartless. Mion's cold, mean laugh. It was like it spoke for everyone's opinion, just like that.
ケイチくん、初挑戦なのにこんなに上手に作れたんだよ。みんなもっともっと評価してあげてもいいと思うんだけどな。でも勝負は非情なのです。
さーてケイちゃん、採点結果を集計する前に何か申し開きがあるなら聞い
Words!
てお
Come on,
くけど。
words! This is your strong suit, Keiichi. Come on, she just told you. Use your words.
申し開きってなんだよ。
ケイちゃんがここで何かを訴えることでわずかな得点加算が望めるかもしれないってこと。何しろ今日の勝負はビリでさえなければいいんだから。
She's treacherous. She knows.
うまくすればなんとか罰ゲームから逃れることができるかもよ。
Yep, like I'm waiting. I need to see if he can pull out of this.
それって兄、ケイチさんのお弁当がビリって言ってるのと同じことでしたよ。
別におじさん、誰の弁当がビリなんて言ったつもりはないんだけどな。
Mion cackled repulsively. In contrast, Satoko's smile was glowing, somehow awkward. All right. The bento was filled with last night's side dishes. That means it was basically a bento that Satoko made, and Mion outright said it would come in last place.
みーちゃん、ちょっと意地悪だよ。ケイチくんがかわいそう。
レーナー、ケイちゃんも今日の弁当勝負は負けられないってあらかじめ知ってたんだよ。
Oh.
それを承知で昨日あれだけの大見栄を切ったんだからさ。甘やかす必要なんて全然ないと思うけどな。ねえ、さとこ。
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
そうですわね。それでこのざまなんですから笑っちゃいましたよ。
Wow! Wow!
ちょっとさとこちゃん、笑うなんていけないんだよ。
Wow!
だってちゃんちゃらおかしくて笑ってしまうようなお弁当でしたよ。
Wow! Can't believe this! can't believe I'm
こん
being
なお惣菜
sacked
屋
this
さんで買っ
hard.
てきたようなおかず、本当に幻滅もいいところでしたよ。
ほら、これなんか缶詰を開けただけだよね。こっちのキュウリは包丁が通ってなくて綺麗に切れてないし。ケイちゃん、包丁とか全然扱ったことないでしょ。経験不足が明らかなんだよね。
She's a child that needs a good crucifixion.
経験不足もいいところでございましたよ。
彩りもかなり単調。こればかりはセンスのなさに呆れるね。
そりゃ弁当箱に食い物を詰めるなんて初めての経験だし。
Yeah, I kind of figured. Don't worry, I got you. We had to put it there for a reason, though. It had to be there for a reason.
多少見栄えが悪いのは仕方が。
ケイちゃん、ケイちゃん。
Yeah, like it's really awkward because it's just like, oh, you're boned.
弁当箱への詰め方以前のレベルなの。富田、岡村、解説。
Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun were chosen from our many underclassmen. Tomita-kun quickly adjusted his glasses and took a step forward.
前原さんのお弁当に致命的な欠点、それは彩りなんです。ご存知の通り、あらゆる色彩の根底には三原色と呼ばれる配色が存在します。つまりバランスよく配色を求めるなら、白、黒を除いても3色は必要なのです。しかるに前原さんのお弁当は白黒を除いた場合、単緑色しか残らないんですよ。
It's Babby John Thayer on the left, by the way. Ah, dark green, and no one will want to eat it if you describe it like that. I'd forgotten Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun had been bought out by Rika-chan and Satoko, so they were trying their hardest to let them win and make me lose, weren't they? Ah, the strong wills they have. It was charming, if only because they were working so hard despite having been bought out.
おかずも心のこもらないお惣菜や缶詰ばかり。つまり前原さんのお弁当にはお弁当の三大要素、愛、心、味のうち2つも欠けていると断言できるのです。
The classroom, convinced by the elucidation of the mystery they were thoroughly baffled with, raised mysterious groans of admiration.
愛もなければ心もない。決まったね。前原圭一。
ちょっと冷たいけど、でもこれを機に圭一くんもお料理の楽しさに気づいてくれればいいのかな。
Silver lining! Silver lining!
そんなことより罰ゲームが僕以外なら何でもいいのですよ。
Damn. Heartless! Renan was giving a dry smile as well.
決まりましたわね、圭一さん。罰ゲームは圭一さんで決まりですのよ。
She laughed in such a vile manner but she didn't look like she meant it. I knew that Satoko was speaking ill of a bento that she'd practically made herself in front of the whole classroom, and I could tell how painful that laughter was. Okamura-kun said it before that this bento lacked spirit, but among all the bento laid out there today, there wasn't a single one with as much spirit as this one. This meal that she made for me yesterday with such a good mood, though it looked like she was in a bad one, I won't let it end with this slander!
さて、ビリの圭一さん、そろそろおとなしく負けを認めなさいませ。
ちょっと待ってもらおう。
Oh, we're going in! Are we gonna see cool K1 here? Is that what we're about to get? When I began to speak in a low voice, the expressions of all the members of the club changed. Leon clicked her tongue. This man was baring his fangs his last moment again.
俺の弁当の敗因は心がない。そういう解説だったら間違いないの、岡村君。
Okamura-kun, who had suddenly been placed in the spotlight, looked flustered for a moment, but immediately he stammered in a reply that I was right.
心の定義はなんだ？黒か。
Oh damn, we got a real good CG here! Oh my god! Look at that shit-eating grin Satoko has! Or not, but Rika. Look at Rika's fucking shit-eating grin. That's really good.
努力か？汗か涙か？その結晶か？ならば俺の手に残るこの火傷は何の評価になるんだ？
ケイチ君、それ油が跳ねたやけど。
Great! The burn marks from when I almost caused the fire yesterday looked like I was having a ton of trouble cooking. I could clearly tell the classroom was forced to acknowledge the effort I put into it.
自らの料理の下手さによる失敗をさも努力の痕跡であるかのように見せるとは、やはりこの男油断ならない。
そうだ、俺は下手だ。昨日大見えを切ったのが情けなくなるくらいに料理は下手だ。だが逃げなかった。戦った。そしてこの成果を出した。それは心じゃないのか？どうなんだ？
レナは認めてあげたいな。挑戦する心が評価されなかったら誰も前に進めない。
The girls in the class started to nod in agreement. Okay, the tables are turning. The Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun, brought out by the objects of their unrequited affection, weren't about to lose either. They shifted to the counterattack, clearly exceeding the price they were paid.
なるほど。前原さんの気持ちはわかります。ですがね、心だけで料理が決まるんだったらこの世にコックはいらないんですよ。
そうっすよ。心を込めて頑張りましたって言ってコックが消し炭みたいなハンバーグを持ってきたらそれにお金を払います？
I gotta give it to Okamura here. You bring me a steak and it's burned. I don't give a damn about your spirit. I'm gonna be a little testy about that.
払わないですよね。つまりそういうことなんです。
That's right. That's how it goes. The male students took Tomita and Okamura's side. God, they did have a point.
心尽くしなんだぞ。たとえ真っ黒のハンバーグが出てきたにせよ。それを作ってくれた母の苦労を知るなら、俺は食う。
Look at him go! He's really gonna go down on this hill,
完
isn't
食してみせる。
he? This time the female students in the class took my side. Good! Now we're even.
そもそもお弁当というのは愛情を食事の形として昇華させたもので、
それは相手に伝わって初めて意味があるんです。前原さんのお弁当からはそれが伝わりますか？いいえ、僕には伝わりません。ひどい。
The girls in the class began to boo loudly at this remark. Now even Okamura-san was panicking. Okamura-kun.
静粛に静粛に。傍観人は発言を慎むように。
裁判長、俺はここでこの弁当にどれだけの心が込められているかについて料理学の権威竜宮レナ氏の証言を求めます。
Oh, damn!
レナはこのお弁当には心がこもってると思うな。確かに稚拙なところは多いかもしれないけど、でもお料理は上辺だけじゃないと思うの。
The girls in the class again gave cries of support as they all applauded. In response, all the men in the class began to boo.
裁判長、前原さんと竜宮さんの意見は極めて感情的で一般常識としてかけ離れています。採用するには不適切です。
静粛に静粛に。検察側の反証を認めます。どうぞ。
例えば本件をお弁当ではなく誕生日のプレゼントだと置き換えて考えてみます。例えば誕生日の日に私富田が手編みのセーターをもらったとする。そして彼岡村は図書券を1万円分もらったとする。
Facts don't care about your feelings. That felt strangely real. Was it actually just an example?
常識的に考えてどちらに心がこもっているかは明白。つまり手編みのセーター。これはお弁当に言い換えれば手作りのおかずが相当する。そして単なる金券に過ぎない図書券はお金で買うもの、すなわち無味簡素な缶詰に相当する。
The boys and girls all began to argue amongst themselves about presents. They were all talking about what they received as presents in the past. Damn, Tomita-kun, he changed the subject to something that could easily grab everyone's attention. Not bad. I'll lose the initiative at this rate.
意義あり。本件はお弁当の心について問うものです。誕生日のプレゼントという特殊な状況とは全く異なります。
却下します。検察側続けなさい。
Damn.
さてここで大事なのは送り手の心と受け手の心は全く違う
This
と
is
いう点です。
entirely nonsense.
皆さんの目の前に実際に手作りのちょっと左右の丈の崩れてるセーターと1万円分の図書券が置かれていてどっちがいいと聞かれたら図書券でしょう。1万円ですよ、1万円。コミックスが何冊買えるか計算できますか？十数巻程度の単行本なら即座にフルコンプ可能です。
He's got a point. He's got a point. That's like 2 entire question arcs.
愉快で面白おかしい漫画が何十冊。
Yeah, happy, humorous Higurashi manga. Very funny. Very funny
によ
stuff.
って癒される心の至福とセーターでは比べ物にならないのです。
The boys unanimously praised that with applause. Materialistic brats. But all guys that age are like that. Even I would choose a gift certificate over the sweater in that case. Hey, wait, weren't you guys the ones who said it was about love, spirit, and taste right from the start? Since when did taste trump all? That's the stance they were talking now. That's the stance they were taking
以
now.
上より送り手の心と受け手の心には何の因果関係もないことが立証されたと思います。つまり前原さんがどれだけ苦労してお弁当を作ろうともそれは私たち受け手が採点に手心を加えるものにはなり得ないのです。
それは詭弁だぞ富田君。心は確かにある。それが伝わるかどうかは受け手の問題だ。
そうよそうよ。
味が全てだ。
女の敵。
なんだと？
This is fucking stupid. Now the courtroom is in chaos, but I can't allow myself to lose. And not only to avoid the punishment game, but also to protect Satoko's honor.
さて、弁護側は今のに何か反論はある？
Slowly and strongly I nod and step up to the dais. Tomita-kun, Okamura-kun, do you two really think you can beat me with mere words?
今検察側は送り手の心とは無関係に評価が行われると言いました。それに間違いはありませんね。
At some point I began speaking formally.
そうです。前原さんがどんなに苦労して作ったお弁当でもその苦労は評価の対象にはなり得ない。
では検察側に尋ねます。私前原が今日の自分の弁当としてこのお弁当とコンビニ弁当を並べたらその評価はどちらも同じものなのですか？
The prosecution hesitated to speak. Gotcha.
そう、手作りの弁当とコンビニ弁当では全く比較にならないのです。どんなにひどい手作り弁当であっても、ただ買ってきただけのコンビニ弁当とでは比べも、そしてそれは評価されている。つまり手作りによる心はちゃんと受け手に伝わってるのです。それを認めよう。
I know, Rika's fucking shitting grin there is so precious. With those impactful words drawn in the air behind me, I pointed my finger. The girls, led by Rena, broke into applause. Some of the boys were admitting it too.
認めます。
認めましたね。認めましたね。では次に、コンビニ弁当にはなぜ心がないかについて移りましょう。そもそも弁当で伝える心とは何なのか。
意義あり。前原さんは抽象表現で皇帝を煙に巻こうとしています。
Keiichi is using the literal basis of the entire Phoenix Wright series against us.
却下します。面白そうだから最後まで聞くように。
Got him. Now I'll show you the difference between
裁判
us.
長、ここでフルで理科賞承認として喚問したいと思います。
み
Even for Rika-chan, this must have seemed like a bolt from the blue. There was no doubt that she never dreamed the point of my spear would be aiming at her. But Rika-chan, you said it before. For this showdown, it doesn't
フルで理
matter.
科さん、あなたの今日のお弁当は実によくできていますね。美味しそうです。
Yes. Satoko and Rika-chan's bentos had been made of half of Tomita-kun's and Okamura-kun's. The prosecutor's faces turned pale, but they were too late.
岡村くんの弁当箱を持ってきてくれない。
Oh no! He's going in!
いいよ。
Is he just gonna go full hypocrite? He's gonna go full lawyer!
本家に僕のお弁当は何の関係もありません。
却下します。
裁判長、この岡村くんの弁当箱を証拠品として提出します。見よ、この中身を。
Damn! Just gonna bury Rika into the dirt.
半分しか入っていないね。
半分かどうかじゃないでしょう。もっとよく見てください。ほら。
ああ、全く同じ内容だ。
裁判長、見ての通りです。フルで理科士のお弁当は岡村くんの盗品。そんなものに心がこもってるわけがない。
いや、これは単なる偶然で。
もう明白でしょう。心とは送り手と受け手のキャッチボール。ならば弁当箱はボールに当たるのです。そして本来このお弁当は彼、岡村くんの母親から息子に託されたもの。
Evidence added to file menu Tomitake's bento.
だからこの弁当箱に詰まった心は彼、岡村くんにしか受けられない。それを割り込んで奪ったらもうそれに心はないのです。
Look at this boy go! Look at this boy go! Dun dun dun! I did it!
あれ、そうなの？リカちゃん、そうなの？みぱー。
Damn! You're gonna just win it out with cuteness? Is that the plan?
なるほどね。
Mion, the judge, folded her arms and began to hum. I couldn't even take a guess as to what Mion was laughing about. Frankly, I didn't know whether I would win or lose.
よし、判決の前に主文からにしようかね。
The entire classroom quieted.
まず被告前原圭一の弁当が 客観的評価として非常に出来の悪いものであるのは間違いない。それはこうしてみんなの採点の集計結果が物語ってるからね。でもケイちゃんの言う通り、料理は味だけじゃない。心もまた隠し味として認められるべきだよね。でもそれは得点評価で言えば小数点以下。本当に微細なもので、その出来具合の評価を改めるには至らない。さて、ここでそもそもの今日の弁当勝負の原点を探りたい。そもそも今日の勝負は何が大前提なのか。そう、被告前原圭一が自炊できるか否かが問題になり、その成果を測るために催されたものだった。
そうだよ。圭一くんはちゃんと作ってきたよ。
It stung my conscience a bit, but for the showdown, it didn't matter.
ならばこの勝負の大前提は自炊、すなわち手作りであるか否かだよね。でもリカちゃんはそれを怠ったとなると、それは
Damn! How the tables
すなわ
turn.
ち失格ってことに
Get
な
the
るのか
fuck
な。
out, cute child. You lose.
2番
Okay, that's your response to that. Rika-chan let out a, I'm not saying it. You ain't getting a free one. Looking as though she had prepared herself for this outcome.
悪く思うなよ、リカちゃん。部活は非常なのだ。
さすが圭一なのです。最後の最後まで頑張りましたですよ。
Rika-chan demanded I lower my head, then she petted.
というわけでこれにて一件落着。
The consumers will not stand for this.
今日のビリはフルでリカ。
Oh, she's done. She is done. A final knee pop before she goes to heaven. That miraculous turnaround, and last place went to Rika-chan, the one everyone had least expected. The whole classroom went wild.
よくもこんなひどいお弁当でビリを免れましたのね。
Satoko looked at me hatefully, but spoke in a vague kind of
ビリに
voice.
なんかなるわけないだろ。この弁当のどこにビリになる要素があるってんだ。
Oh, look at this good boy.
だってこんな出来の悪いお惣菜や缶詰ばかりでセンスもなくて、それから
Alright, you're fishing for compliments now. Okay, I get it, trash child. You ain't need to do this. Grab. Satoko was speaking more and more poorly of herself as time went on, so I roughly grabbed her head and began to stroke
だ
it.
ろ。心が大事だって。この弁当は上辺だけじゃない。いろんな味に溢れてるんだぜ。
でも心だけじゃありませんのよ。お味なんて全然変で。
どこが変なんだ。うまかった。だから詰めてきた。
Ah! Oh no, are you just gonna, are loose lips about to sink ships? Oh no! Oh no! This could go real wrong!
本当に夕べの飯がまずかった。
Ah!
詰めてなんか来ないぞ。
Oh no!
食パンと牛乳パックを持って登校してくる。
でも
Let's hope nobody else is hearing this right now. Oh, just shut up already. Hey, there you go. There's your screenshot. Oh, just shut up already. I caressed her head, swinging it from side to side. At some point, Rena had come up behind us. She was giggling to herself. That was the face of someone who had known everything from the
いつ頃
beginning.
から俺が作ったんじゃないって気づいてた。
圭一くんがやけどを見せてくれた時かな。だって
There's nothing. Yeah, exactly. There was nothing in there that needed oil.
入ってないし。レナさんは何か誤解してるではございませんの？ 私は別に何も。あれ、このお弁当さとこちゃんが作ったんじゃないんだ。じゃあやっぱり圭一くんの手作りなのかな。
Detective Rena. Yeah, she got it figured out.
じゃあ圭一くんの手作りなんだね。
Rena smiled roguishly and turned from Satoko and me.
きゅうりとかを切るときは包丁をほらこんな感じで引くの。彩りなんかはね、お野菜を上手に加えるといろいろ表現ができるんだよ。
This lecture was clearly not meant for me.
でも前に見せてもらった時よりもずっと上達してたよ。ちゃんとお勉強してるんだね。きっとこの調子ならもっともっと上手にお料理が作れるようになるよ。
She continued saying words clearly meant for Satoko while facing me instead. Satoko was wearing an ambiguous look and couldn't even nod her head at
と
her.
にかく誰が何と言おうと俺は今日の弁当を気に入ってるんだ。今日ばかりは誰にも分けないからな。
Oh, look at this. Look at this guy!
俺が一人で全部食う。
What a guy!
あ、ケチなんだ。レナも食べてみたいな、みたいな。
As we were going back and forth, Satoko rubbed her eyes as though she was drowsy, then announced to Mion and everyone else.
私も実は富田さんにお弁当を分けてもらいましたの。
バカ、北条、
What
なん
are
て
you
言っちゃうんだよ。
If she'd kept it a secret, then at least she would have been saved. Tomita-kun looked at her with an expression filled with regret and surprise. え?
そうだったの？本当？ありゃ。
Mion spun her finger around, then pointed to the hallway, sentencing Satoko to the punishment game as well. Oh no! Satoko left the classroom behind her, completely prepared, as though she was going with Rika-chan on an errand.
理科だけに行かせられませんわ。
Aww.
地獄の底までお付き合いしましてよ。そんなとこまでついてこなくていいのですよ。まったく圭一さんも闇ですわね。理科だけを晒し者にするなんて本当に意地悪な人でございますこと。
I didn't mean... I couldn't just return Satoko's kindness with malice.
ね、本当にさとこはおバカさんなのですよ。
Rika-chan spoke so that only I could hear, grinning happily.
ではそろそろ行きましてよ、理科。
Let us go! We have a death sentence to get to!
罰ゲームも部活メンバーの務めでございますわ。
Satoko seemed oddly happily, not frustrated in the slightest, like she always was when she lost. Damn, Rika-chan is right after all. Everyone here is a moron!
ミオ、俺も白状するぞ。
Oh, what? Are we all gonna just do it?
今日の弁当は
Oh, damn, we're just all doing it. Damn. Oh, fuck, we're dead.
俺も同じだ。
Yeah, you had it, Keiichi.
だから行ってくるぞ。罰ゲーム。
ケイちゃんまで？どうなってんの？
Everybody's a goddamn cheater.
頑張ってね。罰ゲーム。救急箱を用意して待ってるからね。
Somebody get the defibrillator out.
あらかじめ救急車の手配を。
Call an ambulance in advance.
場合によっては霊柩車だな。
Maybe a hearse. Leaving a bewildered Mion and a happily smiling Rena behind in the classroom, I went into the hallway.
何やってるんですの？
Mion's the only one that doesn't know.
せっかく買ってたのに。わざわざ罰ゲームに名乗りを上げるなんて物好きにも程があるでございましたよ。
そうだな。物好きにも程があるぜ。
まったく今日の罰ゲームを甘く見すぎですのよ。私たちならともかく圭一さんじゃ大変なことになってしまうかもしれませんわね。肋骨な1本や2本の覚悟は終わりでしょうね。
肋骨は痛そうだな。俺 痛いのはダメなんだ。
圭一さんはおとなしく私の相槌を打っているんですのよ。私と理科でうまくやりますから。まったく罰ゲームの面倒まで私が見なくちゃダメなんて。
Oh, oh my god. I already knew that her pouty behavior was a sign that she was actually in a really good mood. So it made me want to smile.
なあ、俺さ、野菜炒めが食いたいんだけど、さとこ作れるか？
は？まあ頑張ればできないことはありませんわよ。上手に作れますですよ。さとこの野菜炒めは大好きなのです。
She was uneasy at first, but once again, assurance from Rika-chan, she turned back and looked at me with once more confident
じゃあ
eyes.
決まりだな。今日学校が終わったらいろいろ買い物に行こうぜ。
This is absolutely
俺
adorable.
じゃあ何を買えばいいのか全然わかんないし。
それもそうですわね。圭一さんじゃスーパーでお買い物なんてまだまだ早いでしょうし、私が見てなければ不安ですからね。そのさとこも僕が見てないと間違えたお買い物をしちゃうんじゃないかと不安なのです。
Buried.
リカみー。
The conversation continued as we talked until we arrived before the door in the teacher's lounge.
さて、罰ゲームなんかちゃっちゃと済ませて、今晩の献立の話でもしようぜ。
Rika-chan gleefully grabbed onto my arm. In turn, I pulled Satoko to me, grabbing her shoulder with my other
死ぬ
hand.
ときゃみんな一
We'll
緒だ
all be
ぜ。
together in death.
誰も一人でなんか死なせない。
みんなで一緒です。誰も一人でなんか死なせないのです。不謹慎な話ですわね。私はそんな物騒なのごめんですわよ。
She may have sounded annoyed, but she was so happy it was going to make me
よ
blush.
し、この扉、一枚向こうは死後の世界だぞ。みんなで戻るぞ。みんなでだ。
ええ、みんなでですわよ。では、行きますわよ。
We opened the doorway to the world of death. And like she did every day, just as the sun rose at the eastern sky, Chie-sensei was eating curry for lunch. It was store-bought, but she made a point of eating a different brand every day.
あら、
Uh-oh. We did. We did.
前原君に古出さんに北条さん、どうかしましたか？
She appeared to be in the middle of a moment of supreme bliss, her mouth full of her beloved curry. And we were quick to, and we were to pick a fight with her. What a crime this punishment game would be. However, it was what we had to do. For that was the rule of our club. The three of us each held each other's shoulders tightly once
じゃあ
more.
行くぜ。いいか。
いいかじゃありませんわ。圭一さんはおとなしくしてるんですのよ。すべて私と理科でやりますから。私に今だけ命をお預けあそばせ。
Oh my god.
ファイト、おーですよ。
あなたたち？
We could see two or three question marks popping up over the teacher's head. All right, Satoko. This is the only time I'll trust you with my life. Because I'll be shutting my eyes tightly and only thinking about what we'll be having for dinner. I'm leaving it up to you. Satoko inhaled deeply. And so...
やいやい、カレー独身貴族、
Whoa!
臭いぞ。
Oh my god! Just going in! We're dead! We died! I can't believe we died! We have literally gone to the afterlife. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the next arc installed. That we didn't really learn much about the mystery this time around. You think they added that line of dialogue? That's really cute. That was way worse than, yeah, like, all you had to do was talk shit about Curry. You didn't have to go after her. You didn't have to go after the Curry. You didn't have to go after the Curry gremlin yourself. Jesus. That was really good. In the end, my selfish request was readily granted. As Satoko muttered complaints under her breath, quite merrily, she came with me to the store. Rika-chan didn't come with us. She said she had a thing she wanted to do or something. I believed her when she told me, but when I really thought about it, I started to think maybe she was being considerate towards Satoko in her own way. Without Rika-chan here, Satoko was prouder and more loquacious than ever.
いいですこと？スーパーというものにはタイムサービスというものがあるんですよ。例えば野菜炒めに欠かせない豚肉ももう少し待つと半額にまで下がるんですの。お肉やお魚は鮮度が下がったら売れませんからね。お店も売れ残さないように土壇場では安くしてくれるってわけなんですねよ。もちろん百戦錬磨の主婦の皆様もそれを熟知していて、こうしてサービスタイムが近づいてくると。
And I wasn't really listening to her, but she was telling me all this quite proudly. Every time I seemed surprised at something or made an affirmative grunt in place of conversation, Satoko would say, "You don't know anything, do you, Keiichi-san?" and smile very happily in spite of her complaints. She led me by the hand to all sorts of stalls, one after the other. This is actually fucking adorable. I'm actually glad that this little trash child is being given a good time. She deserves it. She was in such a supreme mood that being with her cheered me up. Merely being pulled into Satoko's pace was a lot of fun.
どうせならこっちのお得用パックにしようぜ。お、こっちのチーズ入りにもかなり惹かれるものが。
圭一さんは経済観念が欠落しすぎですわ。ご覧なさいませ。予算オーバー。お金が足りないのですわよ。
Satoko pushed a handful of receipts in my face. Why can't Satoko do these kinds of mental calculations when she's at school?
ノーマルは腹いっぱいたくさん買うか、ワンランク上のチーズ入りをつつましく買うか。これはかなり悩む。
おとなしく量を取りなす。年頃の男の方は質より量を取った方が賢明でしたよ。
サトコは厳しすぎだよ。質も量も両方取りたい。この男心がなぜわからん。
That's why John Thayer beats disaster. He is a man that needs quality and quantity. There you go. Just to get another look at that. This is a man, John Thayer, needs that quality and quantity. Right there, baby. That is quality and quantity in one bowl.
男心でお財布は膨らみませんのよ。まったく。未練がましくガラスに貼り付かないんですの。
After enjoying ourselves in such an exchange, we started to hear energetic voices coming from over by the butcher we visited earlier. I could see a handful of housewives flooding the place.
いけませんわ。
A true man can digest anything.
早く行かないと半額豚肉がなくなってしまいますわ。
あいてててててて。引っ張るな。襟首を引っ張るな。
Satoko really seemed like she was having fun. She looked like a kid who had grabbed her family's hands while running towards an amusement park attraction. In the end, the bag of pork we obtained was so normal that it almost hurt, but I knew that it would taste absolutely delicious. The cicadas had come out at some point, and the Higurashi were singing in chorus. The air was so clear, and it felt so good. Our silhouettes stretching out on the ground made for a really wonderful picture. We had filled our bicycle baskets to the brim with our shopping bags, but only contained ingredients and various other foodstuffs. Even so, every last thing packed in them sort of looked really happy, and made me feel really happy in turn.
夕食の買い物ってのもおつなものだな。
Don't worry, John. Like, when you can taste stuff again, you're gonna go to the supermarket. You're gonna have all these awesome tastes in your bicycle basket. You're gonna drive home happy. It's gonna be great. It'll be fine. This is just something for you to look forward to.
晩飯が楽しみになるっていうか、待ち遠しくなるっていうか。
それもまた自炊の楽しみでしたよ。お買い物のうちからもう夕食は始まっているんですもの。
野菜炒め楽しみだな。うちのお袋のメニューにはさ、野菜炒めってないんだよ。だから中華屋で外食する時くらいにしか食べられないんで、今日は本当に楽しみなんだよ。
それはお気の毒でございますこと。では今日は特別に美味しいのをご披露して差し上げましたよ。
Normally, right about now was the time I would start messing with her, but I didn't.
ああ、さとこならきっとうまい野菜炒めを作ってくれる。すごく楽しみだよ。
She stammered for a second. Satoko had been prepared for me to start making fun of her right then, too. And when it didn't come, she was surprised. Or maybe she stammered for some other reason. I don't know. But I immediately knew she wasn't feeling anything bad.
とびきり美味しいのをごちそうしましたよ。楽しみにして遊ばせ。
As Satoko and I rode back on our bikes, I had a thought. Was I this sort of person? Until now, I would have lashed back at Satoko right away if she had done something to me. Yeah, that was the kind of relationship we had. We would poke at each other a little, then kick up a storm while nitpicking one another. At some point, that had changed. We weren't playing our usual tit for tat. I didn't provoke her, so we didn't fight. That went for Satoko too. Satoko, who I thought I knew, hadn't been like this until now. Our relationship was changing little by little. That's what it felt like. But it wasn't something I had to worry about. It was like our relationship had become a little bit happier, a little bit more charming. I wonder why we changed like this. Was she lonely and projecting her older brother Satoshi, who hadn't returned home, onto me? Rika-chan told me about that yesterday. That was probably exactly it, so as my actions drew closer to Satoshi's, Satoko was returning to how she'd been when she was living happily with her brother. In other words, this Satoko was the real Satoko. Satoko had been able to see her brother again and had finally gone back to normal. Now that I'd been playing the role of her brother, I discovered that she really could smile so sweetly. But I wasn't Satoshi Hojo. I was Keiichi Maebara, a totally different person. I couldn't become her brother. I could become close, but I could never really get there. That was vaguely somehow a little sad. I was wearing Satoshi's mantle, and that would have to come off one day. And that would doubtlessly put an end to this meager, nostalgic, peaceful time of Satoko's. A limited tranquility. A tranquility that would end one day. Putting that in those terms, it was really sad. I shook my head firmly and drove off those pointless thoughts. He's thinking way too hard about it, yeah.
ごめん、なんでもないよ。
なんでもないならそんな変なことしないでくださいませね。何か悪いものでも食べたんじゃないかと不安になってしまいますわ。
へいへい、ごめんよ、さとこ。
Nagging like always, but she still seemed really happy. That mood of hers drew me in, putting a smile on my own face. Hey, Keiichi Maebara, why don't we quit thinking about this having to end one day? If it will, then it'll just be about when it happens. There was one thing, however, that I could say for sure. As long as I smiled like this, Satoko's own smile would never wane. So as long as I stay this way, this tranquility would never end. Satoshi would come back one day, too. That might happen a little further away than I'd like, but until that day, what's wrong with me being a replacement for him? Saying that I'm not her real brother, so I can't become Satoshi, that was just an excuse. If I just didn't run away, Satoko would stay happy and live a fun life of annoyed nitpicking. I don't know what happened to Satoshi, or what made him abandon Satoko and run away, but just seeing Satoko in such a good mood made me think I could persevere just as long as I needed to. So this is what I thought. I wouldn't become Satoshi. I would become a replacement brother.
そうそう、俺はこういう野菜炒めを期待してたんだよ。うまい、実にうまい。この塩コショウ味のお汁がいいんだよな。実にご飯が進む。
ほらほら、ゲイチさん、こぼしてますわよ。そんなに焦って食べなくてもご飯は逃げませんのよ。
いや、逃げるぞ。出来たてほやほやの最高の味はできた瞬間からどんどん逃げていくんだ。 サトコが100を美味しく作ったものなら、俺はその100を丸々味わう義務がある。それがクーガーのマナーってもんだ。
それはお気持ちだけで十分ですわ。ですからもっと落ち着いてご飯をお食べなさいませ。
そうだな。悪い悪い。
No insults here. I meekly scratched my head, then put down my chopsticks and laughed along with her like it was funny. I ended up doing most of the eating. Satoko was barely taking a bite. She seemed satisfied just watching me enjoy the food so much. Whenever I filled my mouth with more of her delicious meals, Satoko looked glad. That let me enjoy the food even more. In this way, she kept smiling happily the whole time. Looking at her made me really happy as well. The time passed softly and gently. Before, I would have gone back and forth, hurling insults with Satoko. In other words, we would have gotten into a fight right away. I'd never known I could feel such peace of mind by talking to her honestly like this. I was a little bit happy about having discovered this new side of Satoko. For example, I was eating food that Satoko had made. There wasn't an inch of me that thought that was suspicious. Before, however, Satoko would have definitely put some sort of trap into this.
がっつきすぎた。ちょっとトイレに行ってくるぞ。
Yeah, there's good manners, Keiichi. Good manners. Way to really sell the moment. Way to really, really sweet moment. I gotta go. Shit.
ちょっとケイチさん、お食事の最中におトイレに行くのはマナー違反です。
He's gotta poop.
じゃあなんて言えばいいんだ？接近か？川屋か？お便所か？
Satoko looked down, her face bright red, and pointed down the hallway as if to say, "Just go already." Whoops, my old habits seem to have come back. But yeah, it wasn't all that bad either. No weird schemes, everything was just natural, and while having such utterly unguarded thoughts, I went to the bathroom. I can't. Oh! Oh man, when the fucking prose just hits the right way. God damn it. I wasn't expecting that to just be the next dialogue box, okay? I went to the bathroom. Tug. Just having himself a tug session. My foot caught on something string-like. Huh? Oh, damn. She got you. She got me! I can't believe her! She always does this when I let my guard down. I can't relax for a minute around her. Still, it was kind of funny, and I didn't really feel like getting angry. Satoko, laughing uproariously, came over. Yeah, that was definitely a hey you with the big tits moment.
まったくこいつはちょっと気を許すとこれだもんな。
I picked up the wash tubs and it crashed onto my head and went to hit Satoko with it, but then doubled over with laughter as laughter that was welling up from within me, so I couldn't manage it. I wish things could go on forever like this. It's not like I was having the most fun since coming to Hinamizawa or anything, but it was probably for the first time that I'd spent my day so simply and comfortably. It really wasn't worth much. It was only a few hours after all. As an only child, it was my first taste of having a sibling. Just washing dishes with her felt really nice. Side by side we washed, with the experienced Satoko doing most of the work as I threw in appropriate words to add to the conversation. The scene was so commonplace and yet so mild and warm. Maybe I had felt this kind of warmth before too in the past. I think I've stood next to the sink with my mother like this when I was little. It made me feel nostalgic when I remembered it. It was the same sort of slow, easy time. It was tranquil. Such a quiet tranquility that the fact that I was uneasy about everything itself almost made me uneasy. Just seeing the word tug again is making me fucking laugh. God damn it. Okay. Hey, wait, Keiichi Maebara. You feel uneasy about something just from spending time so leisurely? There's nothing at all to feel uneasy about. I mean, why would I be punished for enjoying a gentle life? I do anything to keep these days going, and I would never do anything bad, no matter what. I'd work hard for it and endure much for it. So God, it's not much of a dream to want this kind of thing to keep going, but can't you grant it? Oh, the phone. Oh.
あれは電話の音ではありませんの。こんな夜更けに誰でございましょう。
え、あ、本当だ。
I hadn't noticed until she mentioned it. I hurried to stand up and ran for the phone. Who could it be at a time like this? I did feel that the phone had interrupted my happy moment, but I still wanted to brag about how happy time I was spending made me, no matter who was on the other side.
はい、前原です。
もしもし、ケイチ、お母さんだけど。
あ、なんだ、母さんか。何？こんな時間に。
That was a little cold to me when she was only calling because she was worried about her son. I couldn't help but give myself a dry
その様
smile.
子だと特にトラブルもなく生活できてるみたいね。母さん、ケイチがご飯を作れなくてひもじくて寝込んでるんじゃないかと心配してたわ。
まあね、なんとかおかげで。
Keiichi, did you burn the house down?
今夜は何を食べたの？
へへ、野菜炒めとご飯と味噌汁だよ。スーパーでいろいろとお惣菜を買ったから何気におかずも豊富でさ。そうそう、聞いてよ。豚肉なんかちゃんとタイムサービスを利用して半額で買ったんだぜ。へへ、主婦の知恵っていうのかな。
Just things a housewife knows, right? Keiichi is the best housewife. Did your sub not go through? It says you're subbed. Yeah, you are a subscriber on my end. Let me see. Let me check. Did you re-up or something, or let me check the thingy-ma-dooter here. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing anything, but it's never said that you weren't a sub already, so. Well, even Twitch is saying that nothing went through, so I'm not sure. But it does say that you're a sub. Okay. Yeah, I didn't hear an alert go off, and I don't see anything. Let me check Streamlabs real quick. Yeah, Streamlabs is not showing anything either, so it might just be. I know Twitch had a weird problem earlier today, where like nobody could go live, so there may be some weirdness going on. But it does say you're still a sub. It's got you marked as a 3-month sub, and you got the little star by your name on my end. So. All of that was thanks to Satoko, and not something I should be proud about, but still, I couldn't help but want to boast about the dinner tonight. It seemed like Mom got the hint that I was in a really good mood.
しっかりやれていて、母さん本当に安心したわ。そうそう、それでね、お父さんとお母さんの仕事がなんとか終わったの。明日の昼か夜には帰れると思うから。
ああ、そうなんだ。
2晩、よく頑張ったわね。こっちも2晩ほとんど徹夜でね。大変だったけど、なんとか先生のイベントは穴を開けずに済みそうよ。
うん、よかったね。お疲れ。
Why did my parents coming home seem so disappointing? I knew a little bit of a reason, of course. This tranquility I never wanted to end was about to end so readily, and it was a little painful. After being asked what kind of souvenir I wanted from Tokyo and replying that anything edible would be great, I put down the receiver and Satoko appeared, having finished cleaning up her trap. At first, Satoko was in a very good mood, but when she saw me put down the receiver with an uncertain expression, her own clouded over a bit. It seemed like she'd gotten the gist of what my phone conversation had been about.
圭一さんのご両親からですの？
ああ、明日には帰ってくるってさ。
あら、それは良かったですわね。明日のお夕食の面倒はもう見なくていいわけでございますものね。家族で水入らずの食卓を囲みなさいませ。
Oh boy, you are really sad about that, huh?
そんなことないよ。また明日からまた無味乾燥な食卓かと思うとなんだか寂しいよ。
Smooth, Keiichi, smooth.
何を贅沢言ってますの。家族みんなで囲む食卓が一番楽しいに決まってますわ。
Her brother Satoshi running away from home came to mind immediately, but there was no gloom in the way she said it.
私も昨日今日と2日間でしたけど、
Aww.
とても楽しいお夕食を取らせていただきましたわ。
ならさ、今度は俺から聡子の家に遊びに行くよ。
Satoko momentarily made a happy smile, but then a second later it changed to an expression of surprise.
うちは狭くて汚いですわよ。
Well, I mean, you live in a trash can. It's fine. We know. It's okay. We've come to accept this, Satoko. It's fine.
俺は別に気にしないぜ。でも、ま、聡子が嫌なら遠慮してもいいよ。
Satoko shook her head firmly, her whole body expressing
それに俺、
denial.
聡子にはまだまだ色々と教えてもらわないとな。ようやく炊飯器の使い方と味噌汁の作り方を覚えた程度だし。
それもそうですわね。これを機会に圭一さんにお料理をお勉強してもらうのもいいかもしれませんわね。
It was so like Satoko to take this chance to proclaim that it was all for my sake. But there was no way to conceal her own enthusiasm. It was true that this gentle time would come to an end when my parents got back. There was no need to lament that, though. I could easily put in the effort to continue our mild moments like this. Like yesterday, Satoko told me she didn't need to be escorted home, but Rika-chan wasn't there with her tonight. She'd be going home by herself. Everyone knew everyone else's face here in Hinamizawa, so it wasn't like it was dangerous to go out at night, but it still wasn't good to send a girl on her way all the way home by herself. At the very least, that's what I thought as Satoko's older
じゃあ
brother.
学校の近くまで送ってやるよ。あそこまで行けば結構街灯とかあるから大丈夫だろ。
We got first timers.
本当に大丈夫なんですのよ。悪い人が現れても指一本で撃退してみせますわ。
There was no point in pressing her any more on the subject, so I took a handful of Satoko's hair and rubbed her head vigorously.
聡子、ごちゃごちゃ言うな。
That's what I was about to say when I suddenly got embarrassed and my voice trailed off. Nini could only be a nickname for Satoko gave her older brother and nothing else. I was about to use it pretty lightly, so I started to feel apologetic and a little ashamed.
Nini?
Oh. Eh? Is that what Satoko just said? What'd she say? Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. It's not weird. Don't worry about it.
その今の言い方全然違うけど、どこか雰囲気が似てましたもので、つい。
Satoko laughed awkwardly and turned red in the face. Of course, I was embarrassed when I saw her too, because the fact that I was trying to act like her brother had gotten across. I love you like a brother. A warm feeling spread out from my chest. It was completely different from romantic feelings or any of those more impatient emotions. It was much more graceful, quiet, and warm, and calm. Satoko still needed her Nini. I had initially thought that Rika-chan was being sly by not coming today, but when I thought about it like this, I could feel a kind of thoughtfulness of her worrying about a good friend's feelings. Maybe Rika-chan had understood that she couldn't play the part of a brother herself, so then... No, let's stop there, Keiichi Maibara. There's no point in thinking about it so hard. It means everyone feels the same way. It means everyone wants Satoko to be happy. Social link, go! Satoko was acting as though her Nini running away for the first time, running away from home didn't bother her at all, even though that wasn't actually the case. She was very sad and always waiting for him to come home, because Satoko was a stable person when she was his sister. In order for her to really be this level-headed, having a brother was something she couldn't do without. In other words, Satoko still needed a brother. Nobody had the right to smile it away as childish immaturity. In fact, they deserved praise for being so close to each other as siblings. That role as brother would be played by her real Nini, by Satoshi, but unfortunately he wasn't here. So since I'm here, I'll play the part. And not with a guilty conscience, but in a very natural way, because... was there something wrong with seeing Satoko smile so happily?
なんですの、ケイイチさん。さっきからずーっとニヤニヤしてますのね。
俺が嬉しそうな顔をしてるとおかしいかな。
別におかしくはありませんけど、その...
Yeah, like, this is like the kind of arc that I feel so often ends up turning into that weird sister con fetish thing, and I'm glad that that's not it. They're trying to be very clear here that this is very much like a very warm and sibling type relationship. I'm glad that they're kind of like being very cognizant of the fact that that's a trope that gets used a lot and is very dumb and bad, and so that we're not going to use it. Exactly. The sound of the motor on her bike light was too loud, and I could hear what Satoko said. I couldn't hear what Satoko said.
何？なんて言った？
いえ、本当にどこまでもニーニーに似てますのね。
You're choosing the right music right now, aren't you?
ケイイチさん。
そっか？
もちろん本当のニーニーとは全然違うんですけども、こういろいろそういうところが似てますの。本当に不思議ですわね。
似ているとニーニーを思い出して寂しくなるか？
Once I said that, I thought for a moment that it was absolutely the wrong thing to say, but Satoko didn't seem to mind one bit.
別に寂しくなんかありませんわ。こうしてケイイチさんがニーニーの代わりになってくれますしね。その...
As I was flustered for a moment after hitting the mark, Satoko suddenly asked me a question in a calm voice. It was a very quiet, composed, and adult question.
リカですの?
It was quiet, but her voice sounded lonely somehow.
リカがニーニーの代わりになってくれってケイイチさんにお願いしたんじゃありませんの?
そう思うのか？
気を悪くしないでくださいませね。リカって私には変に気を使うんですの。私はそんなに気にしていないのに。
I could say that for sure, at least, was a lie. Yesterday and today, Satoko had been so happy spending time like this with me as siblings. And that was proof itself that she was lying about it not getting to her. So I gave Satoko a light poke on the head.
考えすぎだよ、バカ。俺は俺、前原圭一だ。お前のニーニーの北条聡じゃない。
そんなのは分かってますわ。
Despite her saying that, her expression seemed a little lonesome. At this point, Satoko herself had realized that her question had been the wrong thing to say. We didn't need to keep talking about something that Satoko regretted. So in order to cut the conversation short, I grabbed Satoko's head and pet her.
そんなくだらない話はもういいだろう。もう遅いからとっとと帰って歯を磨いて寝ろ。ついでだから寝る前にうがいもしとけ。風邪の予防になっていいぞ。
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Just showing he cares.
それを言ったらニーニーもですわよ。ちゃんと歯を磨くんですよ。うがいもしてお手洗いも済ませて明日の教科書を準備してそれから God I
wondered what kind of siblings Satoko and Satoshi were. I've never seen them together, but I could say without a doubt that they were really close. As for the way in which they were close, it was probably quite like this. It was so cool the day's heat seemed like a lie, and yet the moonlight was somehow faintly warm. It was that lonely moon again. The quiet chorus of the insects was pleasing to the ears. Look at this pseudoscience bullshit. Oh my god! It was a very sweet chapter. This is kind of an arc where you kind of got to develop that brother-sister relationship and make it feel, you have to make it feel genuine, and I think they're doing a pretty good job of that. Like, that's a very, it's very sweet and sentimental, but not overly so, and it's also very cognizant of the issues that you run into with these kinds of stories. And it's very deftly avoiding them and kind of writing it from this very warm and very nice spot. Satoko's Trap Course Intermediate. Oh no! Oh no! Things are gonna get worse! We just did the beginner course yesterday. I could see Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun walking over to the gem storehouse. They needed to get the bag of lime used to make lines in court for our next gem class. They were on duty today after all, but in the storehouse a terrible trap was waiting for them. Oh damn, it's not gonna be us! It's not gonna be us! Oh, we're a co-conspirator this time! The two of them fumbled around in the gem storehouse lock. Oh, what's this? Okamura-kun pointed at part of the door and started whispering to Tomita-kun. Then, realizing something, they both jumped away from the door.
Oh, Satoko, バレたみたいだぞ。失敗か？
あの二人が入り口のトラップに気づくのは計算済みですわ。
Alright, June, you have a good one. Hope you sleep well. Hope you have a good night. All that fun stuff. We'll catch you next time. See you on Twitter. All that fun stuff. Bye bye.
そして次にどういう行動に出るかももちろん計算済みですのよ。
It's July now, so bye, June. According to Satoko, after they noticed a suspicious trap on a door, they would go around to try and get in through the back window. See you in 11 months. And just as she'd prophesized, they went around to the back. And just as she'd prophesized, they climbed up, opened the window, and tried to sneak in.
すげえ。Satokoの読み通りだぞ。あ、かかった。
An explosion of pure white lime burst out the window. After a few moments, the two of them managed to crawl away from the window, both of them completely white.
この瞬間がたまりませんわね。蜜の味でございましてよ。
いや、しかし、あんな器用なトラップ、富田君が窓を登るとき、どこに手を置いて、どこに足を置くかとか、どこへ飛び降りるとか、そういうのを全部読ま。
いいですこと、ケイチさん。トラップの第一歩は相手の観察から始まりますのよ。
Oh God, she's devious.
相手の行動パターンを読み、相手ならこの時こう動くというのを綿密に読み切るんですの。そうすれば必要最低限の仕掛けで最大の効果が狙えるトラップが仕掛けられますのよ。
Come to think of it, before Satoko read the final move of the final moment earlier, Mion had given her high praise, saying she had the makings of a
トラップは読
genius.
みが全てってわけか。じゃあつまり過去に俺が引っかかってきたトラップもみんな俺が読まれてるから引っかかってたってわけか。
What do you mean when shit hits the fan? This is the brother and sister route where it's gonna be fine, Sayara. We're gonna get like 15 straight trap courses. It's gonna be funny every time.
ええ、私なりにケイチさんの行動パターンを読み切っているからかかるんですわよ。だからケイチさんがある日突然いつもと違う癖やいつもと違うパターンになってしまったらかからなくなってしまうわけですわね。
They decided, like, you look like Onikakushi and Watanagashi, they were a little intense to start out, so you kind of need that fun. It's like the beach episode, except it's a cute brother and sister arc. bragging that she could anticipate everything I'd do. That was kind of mean.
よーし、じゃあさ、なんかゲームをやってみろ。サトコの読みが当たるかどうか試してみろよ。
いいですわよ。ケイチさんは特に読みやすいですから、朝飯前でしてよ。
When we went back to the classroom, Satoko tore off pieces of paper and wrote something on the back of them, making 3 cards. Of course, I didn't know what she'd written.
この中の1枚を引いてごらんなさいませ。外れを引かなければケイチさんの勝ちですわ。
よーし、挑戦してやるぜ。部活で鍛え上げられた俺の感性で見事打ち破ってくれる。
Satoko smirks and holds out the 3 cards. Set your minds to full power by calming it, Keiichi Maibara. Cool and collected is how you will win. If I don't pick the losing one, I'll win. Which means if I do pick it, Satoko will win. In other words, Satoko wants to make me pick the losing one. What would she do to make sure I pick the losing one? Could she even predict something like that? They all fucking are losing. They're all losing cards, dude. You're done. Statistically speaking, isn't there some rule that says I'm more likely to pick the one in the middle or the ones on than the ones on either side? And then it hits me like a flash. This is what Mion would do.
さあ、どれを取るか決まりまして。
決めたぜ。それはな、これだ
ー！何をするでございますの？
I steal all 3 cards from Satoko's hand. I predicted what Satoko would do in advance. Satoko wanted to make sure I picked the losing one, which means all 3 of these were losing ones.
そういうわけだ。この3枚、改めさせてもらうぜ。
I flip all 3 cards over face up, and with each one there is a single word. You're a loser.
なんだこりゃ。
You're a loser.
つまりはそういうこと。1枚しか取らなかったなら外れにはならなかったということですわ。
You garbage child.
じゃあ俺が
What a garbage child.
読んでいたってのか。
God damn it. God damn it. I held my head in my hands and fainted as Satoko reveled in the might of her abilities. Her shrill laughter echoed throughout the classroom. And then there was a poof as lime powder came down upon Satoko's head. I looked to see Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun all in white, dumping a whole bag of lime powder on her, getting their revenge. Get fucking doused, bitch!
いきなり何をなさいますのですか、お二人とも。
どうやら誰が罠を仕掛けたのかは問答無用ってところだな。
失礼でございますわね。どこに証拠がございますの？それに罠なんて品のない言い方はやめてほしいですわね。より優雅にトラップと呼んでほしいですわ。
That being said, these two were pretending to be tough, not only, but standing still completely blank and silent. But anyway, ignoring what happened before, having someone chase you with their mouth full of lime in such a way that they can't even speak, yeah, that would be scary even for Satoko.
ケイチさん、助けて。
Our underclassmen crashed around the classroom in furious combat, getting white lime everywhere. Hey, Satoko, why didn't you see this coming exactly? At the time, I hadn't seen something coming too, though. The teacher was coming to me afterward and giving us all a stern talking to. Oh, we're all dead now. Great. Everybody died twice, thanks to the teacher. But that does it for chapter 2. Tonight, we will reconvene again tomorrow night, same time, same channel, for more of Tatarigoroshi Hen. So for now, I'm going to send you all on off to somebody. Let's see you streamerizing. who can we send you on over to where you will have yourself a good time? Look, it's one of those days. Looks like it's one of those days where like not anybody doing much of anything. So I'm gonna send you over to my pal Dr. Doobie. He is playing Trails of Cold Steel 3. It's on his 9th day playing. He just started chapter 3. So we're gonna send y'all on over there. So thanks for coming out. We'll be back again tomorrow. Same time, same place. That'll be great. Y'all have a good one.